Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you can follow along with me. Let me have them run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. I have my regular 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double prime, and I have it on landscape mode or I have it horizontally. However makes it easier for you. Now, again, we're going back to something similar we always do, but also changing the views a bit. So hopefully it's interesting enough where I can get you guys to pull out your brushes, your paints, and paint along with me. So I'm gonna go into a little bit of phthalo blue with my 2-inch brush. Just tap it in, both sides. Let's come up here, and I just want a little indication of a sky. Just something small. Don't need much. And just blend it out if you have any harsh marks that you don't want. And I'm gonna just go across ever so lightly. Let me fade that part out, and over here I think that looks pretty fine. Let me take a step back. Actually, right here it's too harsh, so just blending it out more. Let's take a look there. How does that look? That looks a bit better. So now we have a little sky. Now that we have that, let's go ahead. Let's create like a mountain. I think would look good. I said something like usual, so something like usual would probably be a mountain. Let's do one right around here, and it's going down from there. That's not the highest point. The highest point is probably off the canvas. Let's do that. There. Something a little different because usually you could see the whole mountain in frame, but today we're changing it up just a little bit. There. And scratch off all the excess paint. There we are. Now I'm gonna grab my 2-inch brush, or you know what? Let's put some water just in case. A little bit of black doesn't hurt it. We're gonna put some water down here, just going back and forth. Doesn't really matter. Before I use this brush for anything else, I gotta block in case I want to have water. Okay, so let's come up here and just grab it and pull it. There we are. That's a huge mountain. There. Something like so. Just pull it out. There. Just get the edge of the brush on that edge of the mountain. There. And that's pretty simple way to do a mountain. Now, I'm gonna do it like the last video. I like that technique of um, putting on paint and then blending it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add paint on top with my palette knife and just blend it out. So for that, I gotta mix up a brown, pile that up, some alizarin crimson, sap green, just around equal proportions. And I want to dull it out with some black. Have this color going on right now. Now, take a little bit of white. A little more white. Let me separate a pile. Might need some later. That's a bit darker. There. Cut a roll. Let's come up here. I think the light's hitting this way. And very lightly. Very, very lightly. No pressure. But if you leave it marbled, you'll get all these different colors. I mean, I'm gonna blend it out. But if you guys are doing with your palette knife and just gonna leave it like that, then it looks great. There. Just a little bit over here. Maybe a little dash over here. Now, I'm gonna add some more black to my brown that I put aside. This is gonna be our shadows. There. I just want something simple because I'm going to blend it out. I'm just basically applying that paint on. There. Boom. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a flat brush and just brush it out. There. Here and there. Just have those little spots where it blends and meets and joins. There we are. There. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going with the light first. Right now, I'll get that dark area. Okay, let me just wipe off my brush a bit. There. Just soften it. I don't want paint breaks on this one. So, that's why I'm doing brush strokes. There. Just get it somewhere around there. You can doodle around and see what you come up with. There. Shoo. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get a little bit of sap green and a little bit of mountain mixture. Just a little bit of both on my flat brush. Load up my brush and a little touch of white. because it's off in the distance. Now, let's come up here and just shoom. Okay, I'm going to remove that paint. I think it's gonna go to there. Although I blended the paint, there's still a lot of paint on there. It's layers of paint, so I gotta get rid of it. There, just loading up my brush and just doop 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 doop. And I'm just gonna scrub some of that color down there, and then grab my 2-inch and just sort of pull it down and lift upwards slightly. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit more black to it, maybe a touch of cadmium yellow, just a touch, because it'll change the color a lot. So somewhere in between, just darker than this. Oh yeah, that looks good. And just boom boom boom, block it in. There, just like so, and just tap and pull. And go across ever so lightly. And for the next layer, I'm gonna go even darker than what that is. So I'm gonna add a little more black to the mixture. Just a little bit. And then shoom. Come up here and just add that in. There. Okay. Just tap and pull down. And you can lift up the same way. You know what? We're gonna have water. I want to reflect some of that in down here. Just pull it very lightly and go across. Let's go ahead. Let's put in a little bit of land in there, just to hold this up a bit. Maybe up to there. Let me fix that second one. Something like that. Lift up, go across very lightly. Now let's go into little cadmium yellow and just block in some grass. Depending how much grass you want to do, either this is better, but if you're doing a large amount of grass, the 2-inch brush will do it quicker. So it just depends how much you're planning to paint. And let's bring a little bit of this down too. Just a little bit. There. Grab it and just pull it down ever so lightly. There. And then bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Let me just clean off my brush. And we'll go into a little bit of black. And some of that brown color. Just really make sure your brush is full with paint. Shoo. There we are. Pretty simple. Now, let me grab a little bit of that white, a little bit of that brown, gray color. Can't really notice it here. Let me do it with the palette knife. Just little details. Shoo. It's too far for me to see, or at least put much detail. That's why. So I'm putting very little. Let me wipe off my knife. A little bit of titanium white. And just a little waterline. There. How's that for so far? Not too shabby. Okay, so I'm getting a signal both from my camera and the person behind me that I have 15 minutes to finish this, speed this up. So let's see what we can get done. This time it's the camera telling me. So let's come up here and just shoom. Right there. Just kind of scrub a little bit. I'm gonna just put some dark color in there. Don't really care. I'm gonna move it with the 2-inch. There, just to make it quicker and save time. Okay, now let's go into a little bit of green and cadmium yellow. Now this is what I was saying. If you have a good amount of grass, 2-inch brush will do it pretty quickly rather than dealing with how you call it, the flat brush. Now you can tap it and create the different type of grass, but I think for this painting it just suits it a little better if we just blend it out and do brush strokes. That's just me personally. That's what I think. In your painting, if you say nope, it's the other way around, then you do the other thing. So I think like that it looks fine for now. So let's go ahead and let's add in a cabin. I'm gonna use straight mountain mixture. Load up my flat brush full with paint. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Now, let's come up here. Where do I want my cabin to be? Let's face our cabin right like so. Does that look... Well, we'll adjust it. And then here, somewhere around there. Boom. And then let's make this cabin interesting. There. This would be a little spot there. Well, you know what? Let's maybe angle it a bit more just to create like a separate part. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the shape of my cabin. So, boom, boom. I wanna get this area settled in first, just to make sure it's fine. There we are. And then this one, we can do it just like so. Just bring that paint down. I'm gonna need more brown. Got 10 more minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first let me mix up a brown. I ran out of brown. So just clean it up. Alizarin crimson, sap green, and then a little bit of black just to dull it out. At least I always try to do that. Add in a little bit of black to dull it out. And let's add some white. It always works. Okay, let's go up here and just add it. We're gonna blend it out just like we did with that side. I'm gonna do a mix between my shadows, my highlights. Okay, right over here. I realized I had some paint on the back of my palette knife. Might as well use it. Okay. Now, let's come up here and just there. There we are. Just sort of blending that and smoothing it out to become one total color. And let's come up here, a little bit of this highlight. There we are. Shoot. Just like so. Not that hard. Now, what I'm going to do, a little more white, just so we know where's what. There. And I'm going to blend it out just a tad bit. And then grab a little bit of that green color. And just kind of angle it There. I think it looks pretty decent. Telling me 8 minutes. And then let's do a little step. Okay. There. Now, let's go ahead. Right now that we have this brown going, let's add in a little bit of that dirt. There. And I'm going to add in light highlight. Don't worry, I'm gonna cover up with the grass what I don't like. You can always change things. They don't have to be a certain way. A little bit of green color right around here. There. Okay. So how much time we have? 6 minutes. So what I want to do is let's create a path. Let's do that. Maybe somewhere along these lines. We're gonna make it disappear though. At least the shape. So let me blend it out. Now you're probably asking what I mean by making it disappear. Well, first, let's do that. Let's kind of angle grass to kind of go down. That's first thing. Second thing, we'll put in an evergreen. Just right there. Just using that corner of your brush. You can do it with the flat brush or a fan brush or whatever you want to use really. Let's put a small one right here. There. Okay. A little bit of sap green, maybe a little bit of Prussian blue, just to change the color a bit. Let's come up here and just highlight the trees. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, How much time do we have left? 3 minutes. Okay, I won't take long to sign off, so let's put in another one right around here. Oh, and it has a little bit of that cadmium yellow. Or it had some. But that was cool. Okay? And just load up your brush and just add in even more paint than what there already is. There. And all I'm doing, fixing up the borders and little water lines. And with that, I think we have a completed painting before the timer runs out and by the time we wrap it up. I'd like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I hope you try this painting out. If you do, send me an email. I would love to see what you create. From all of us here, I'd like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, my friend. Goodbye.